This video is all about marriage, and it's going to be very different than what you thought or what you were thinking and what you know about marriage. I'm Paul Friedman. I founded the Marriage Foundation in 2001, very long time ago now. I was a divorce mediator. I helped a couple save their marriage, and from then on, we created a science. We created a whole different approach. This works. So back then, I believed in divorce. Back then, I was a divorce mediator. I help people sort out who takes care of the kids, who gets what possession, all of that. I thought it was a good idea. I thought I was helping people, save them from having to go through divorce court, because trust me, everyone there is there for one purpose, to make money. And guess who pays the money? The couple getting a divorce. I simplified the process. But when this couple asked me to help them save their marriage, I was taken aback, but I agreed. Why not? I was an expert in communication, after all, and in those days, everyone thought communication in marriage was everything. It's not, but it's a big chunk. Not a big enough chunk to change everything, but that's when I came up with a whole system. Now, there has to be a better way to be married, right? Because even today, over 50% divorce rate, less people getting married because they're afraid of the consequences of marriage, and there is a better way to get married. Let's set the record straight. Fixing problems is not the right way to be married. You don't get married with the idea of, how do I fix things if things go wrong? No, you get married with the idea of, oh my God, I found my soulmate. This is amazing. She or he is the best thing that's ever happened to me. And then what happens? Well, I identified the three top killers of marriage. Number one, I call it overfamiliarity. Basically, it means you get used to each other. And then everything gets kind of, and you start saying things that you wouldn't say to somebody who you were, for instance, dating, or someone you're courting, or someone you're getting to know better. But we get used to each other over familiarity. We become too familiar with each other. That's the number one killer. I saw it constantly. People disgustingly talk to each other as if they were dirt or their butler or their maid. Not cool. When you get married to be with your soulmate. The better way to be married is to treat the person who you wanted to marry as the greatest person in your life, and who you don't ever want to offend. Beyond that, you want to make them feel good all the time, and you think, wait a minute, this is unrealistic. No, it isn't. In our courses, and we have courses for men, courses for women, we teach you that not only is this the correct way, but it's overcoming your petty ego stuff in order to reach the heights of joy. Because we get married to be happy. We get married to be happy. We get married to experience love till the day we die. They don't teach us this. It's not fair. Of course, it's not fair to say they don't teach us this, because they don't know any better. Now I do. And now you can too. I'm not a Western psychologist. I handle the legal aspects and the kind of the how do we arrange things aspects. But I've learned so much. Let me give you an example. When you're talking, this is just one little example, and this happens to be in communication. When you're communicating, now think about this. Isn't it true that what you're actually doing is you're waiting for the person who is talking with you to finish so you could have your say? That's all you're doing all the time. And that's what your wife or your husband is doing too. How do you overcome this? Don't say anything to them. Let them be that way. It's okay. But you change and watch what happens. How do you change? As soon as you have the impulse to insert your perspective, your point of view, just stop. Don't say a word. Don't say a word. Now, let's go further. instead of not saying something, which takes a lot of willpower in the beginning, what you do is you really listen. And you don't listen to the words. You're not going to an international negotiating session. What you're doing is you're communicating with your spouse. So listen, what's behind it? How are they feeling? What can you do to help them feel better? Because marriage is supposed to be all about joy, living in joy, not just in the presence of God, but in the presence of your soulmate. You want joy, happiness. You do your part to infuse that joy into your marriage, and you watch how it changes. So when they speak, listen, just be quiet. Now, everyone wants something, right? What you want to start wanting. Now, this is important. Before I go further, I want to say to you that we live in a give and take world. And if you live that way in your marriage, you're not going to achieve the happiness that you seek. Give and take means it's kind of a business deal. And the business deal is another one of the killers of marriages. So what you really want to do, is you want to learn to give and give and give some more. And if your spouse is a taker, great. All that's going to happen if you follow this suggestion is you're going to be overcoming your ego. You're going to see how much your stuff gets in the way of love. Marriage is all about love. That's what you want. That's what they want. You got to get retrained. Now, where I was going before was it's a solo mission on your part. In fact, our courses are solo, one for men, one for women. Now, our books are not solo. Our books are universally applicable, and you could learn so much. Many people who are having a really tough marriage start with the books. But if your marriage is getting to the edge, start with the course. Whether it's a course for men or a course for women, it's going to change your life. So here's what I want to tell you. There is a better way to be married. When I was a kid, everyone thought, well, you get married and it becomes so-so after a certain amount of time. Don't settle. No. Why do that? You can have it all. I want you to have it all. At the Marriage Foundation, we want you to have it all. Leave a comment if you want. By the way, thank you to all of those who have subscribed. We have over 100,000 subscribers now, which blows my mind, and I just want to thank you for that. If you want help personally, we have a free help line. It's called Ask a Marriage Counselor. You write in, you have a chance to gather your thoughts and write it down, send it in, and we'll help you. God bless you. I'm Paul Friedman. Thank you, and God bless. Hi, I'm Paul Friedman, founder of the Marriage Foundation. Been saving marriages since 2001. Now, what can we say about not giving up and not settling? These are two big deals that for your marriage, these are vital concepts. And they boil down to two things that we offer you. One are the books that we have. I have Lessons for a Happy Marriage, which is the first book that I wrote, and Breaking the Cycle. They're both great. Flip a coin as to which one you want. That's for not settling. Those books lay out for you exactly what marriage is all about. The guidelines, the intricacies, delves into communication, all the things about marriage that you need to know. And if your marriage is doing fine, but you just have this little problem here, this little problem there, but it's basically doing fine, don't settle. I promise you this, when you read one of these books, you're going to learn more about marriage than you even knew you didn't know, and it's going to change everything for the better. You will be so grateful that you took my advice and got one of those books. Now, the don't give up. When I began, I was structuring, compiling all the marriage help that people need in order to save their marriage. I was a divorce mediator until 2001, and so I was fortunate that I was accessing a support group for those who were going to get a divorce called Second Saturday in San Diego, California. And so I was able to pull out of those sessions individuals, after I told them that I could help them save their marriage, who were beyond on the verge of getting a divorce. I'm going to say 95 to 98% of the people for whom I got a divorce shouldn't have, didn't need to, had they known what I now know. I took all of that knowledge and I put it into comprehensive courses, one for men and one for women. These courses, your course based on your gender, will bring you from the depth of the swamp that you find yourself in, out of that, into the light, and help you achieve a marriage you never even dreamed possible. That's a promise. Now, what if you're not even married? What if you're going to get married and you're just looking around for marriage advice? In that case, and I actually created this for some friends, we have a premarital course, which is amazing. You'll never have a problem in your marriage. Well, like nobody ever has a problem, but you won't have any killer problems. You'll know how to be married to get the most out of your marriage. What if you're only dating? Then I have a course for you too. This one I actually created for my son, and it is a step-by-step process for you to attract your soulmate, and in the right way. I'm so glad that you found us. Please take advantage of that which we have to offer. We are here to serve you. I'm Paul Friedman. God bless you, and take care.